Hey there. Ever wonder why skipping a $7 latte won't actually make you rich? Today, we're diving into how you can enjoy your daily luxuries while creating the kind of income that truly sets you free. Let's get started. Let's kick things off with a simple truth. It's not about cutting out small pleasures. It's about making your money work for you. Think about it. That daily latte might cost you about $2,555 a year. But imagine if, instead of obsessing over saving every dollar, you built systems that generate over $32,000 annually. Intrigued? That's our big idea. Let's talk dividend investing. Picture this. You invest in companies like Johnson & Johnson, Procter & Gamble, and Coca-Cola. With an average yield around 3%, a $10,000 investment could earn you roughly $300 in passive income each year. And if you diversify across 10 to 15 reliable companies, you're building a steady income stream that works even when you're not watching. Now, you might think you need to stick with those big global brands, but here's a secret. You don't have to limit yourself. In fact, exploring regional or local stable companies can be a smart move. These firms often have consistent dividend yields and are closely tied to your local economy. For example, if you're based in Europe, you might discover a well-established local utility or a transportation company that's been paying steady dividends for decades. Now, if you're wondering how to actually purchase stocks, whether in the US or in Europe, here's the lowdown. In the United States, many investors use online brokerage platforms like Fidelity, Charles Schwab, or Robinhood. These platforms offer easy access to both domestic and international stocks. In Europe, you can consider brokers like Degiro or Interactive Brokers, which give you access to a wide range of international stocks. And if your country's stock exchange only lists domestic companies, an online broker is your gateway to global markets. But wait, there's more. Have you ever thought about ETFs? Unlike individual stocks, ETFs, or exchange-traded funds, bundle together a range of assets. That means you instantly diversify your portfolio and reduce risk. For example, instead of picking individual companies, you might invest in a tech ETF that holds shares in all the major players in the sector. And here's a key point for our European viewers. For an ETF to be legal and regulated in Europe, it needs the UCITS, Undertakings for Collective Investment in Transferable Securities, license. Two top examples licensed in Europe are the Invesco NASDAQ 100 UCITS ETF, great if you're into tech, and the X-Trackers MSCI USA Financials. UCITS ETF, which gives you exposure to the finance sector. These ETFs let you tap into the growth of entire industries with a single diversified investment. So, whether you choose to invest in individual dividend stocks or ETFs, remember, don't be afraid to look beyond the familiar. Explore your local or regional companies and use the online broker platforms available to you to build a diversified, income-generating portfolio. Next up is skill monetization. Imagine turning your creative talent into scalable income. Say you're a graphic designer earning $30 to $50 an hour on Upwork. Instead of handling every project yourself, why not outsource some work? By hiring talented designers at a lower rate on Fiverr, you could earn a neat profit on each project. For instance, if a $300 project costs you only $150 to complete, you net $150 profit. Multiply that by 10 projects a month, and you're adding an extra $1,500 to your income, all by working smarter, not harder. Let's move on to digital product sales. Instead of wasting time on generic how-to courses, why not leverage what makes you truly unique? Imagine you're an Excel expert. Rather than offering a basic course on Excel, picture creating a hyper-niche course like Financial Modeling for Real Estate Investors. This isn't just any course. It's a premium solution designed to solve a very specific problem for professionals who need to build complex models without all the hassle. Now, here's a pro tip. Don't get paralyzed by perfection. Instead of obsessing over every tiny detail, aim for a good enough product, a minimum viable product that delivers genuine value. Launch your course once it meets the essential quality threshold, then gather feedback and iterate. Remember, waiting for perfection may cost you valuable time in a fast-moving market. At the same time, steer clear of the bare minimum. Your content must be robust enough to truly help your audience solve a problem. You might include in-depth video lessons, downloadable Excel templates, step-by-step guides, and real-life case studies that show how to apply the concepts. But how do you ensure your digital product really has added value? Here are a few practical tips. Beta test your course. Invite a small group of trusted peers or potential customers to preview your content. Ask them for honest feedback on clarity, depth, and whether it addresses their specific pain points. Use surveys and interviews. After your initial launch, send out short surveys or conduct interviews. Find out if your course helped them save time, make better decisions, or improve their skills. Monitor engagement and completion rates. Platforms like Teachable or Thinkific allow you to track how many people finish your course. Low completion rates might signal areas that need improvement. Collect testimonials. Encourage early adopters to share their success stories. Positive testimonials not only validate your course's value, but also build trust for future sales. With courses priced between $200 and $500, you're positioning your product as a premium offering. This pricing reflects the depth of your expertise and the tangible benefits your audience can gain, whether it's saving time, making smarter financial decisions, or even unlocking career opportunities. And remember, the beauty of digital products is their scalability. Once your course is live, you can sell it repeatedly with minimal extra effort. Over time, add bonus content, update materials, or even create a membership area for recurring revenue, all while continually improving based on real customer feedback. In short, by focusing on what makes you unique and launching a product that is good enough to start, you set the stage for a successful digital product that stands out in a crowded market. Then, use those feedback loops to refine and enhance your offering, ensuring that it continues to deliver true value to your customers. Now, let's add another powerful income stream to your skill monetization toolkit: paid speaking gigs. Imagine standing on a stage at a forum, conference, or expo, sharing your expertise while being rewarded for it. And the best part? Even if you're just starting out, there are opportunities waiting for you. Let's break it down by the types of events you can target, arranged from the most accessible to the highest paying gigs. 1. Local meetups and community events. These are your entry point. Many local meetups or community events might not pay an honorarium at all. Instead, they often cover your travel, hotel, and meals. Think of these as your foot in the door opportunities, places where you gain experience and build your speaker portfolio. 2. Next come small seminars or workshops, often organized by local chambers of commerce or nonprofits. These events might offer a modest honorarium or simply cover your expenses. Although the pay is minimal, they're perfect for honing your skills and gathering testimonials. 3. Then we have national or regional conferences and forums. As you build your reputation, these conferences typically start offering modest honoraria, ranging from about $500 to $2,000 for keynote speakers. These events give you broader exposure while still being manageable as you learn the ropes of public speaking. 4th, international conferences, expos, and high-profile summits. At the top of the ladder are international conferences and major corporate events. These can pay $10,000 to $50,000, or even more for keynote addresses, but keep in mind that this amount very much depends not only on your value as someone who can attract more people to the show, but also on the niche and number of exhibitors, sponsors, delegates, and visitors, or, in other words, how successful the event is. All in all, landing one of these gigs means you've truly made your mark as a thought leader. So, where do you start? Most events have their call for speakers open until about 6 months before the event. This is your chance to submit an application directly to organizers. Look for opportunities on dedicated speaker platforms like SpeakerHub, eSpeakers, or even on LinkedIn groups for industry professionals. These sites consolidate calls for speakers across various events and industries, making it easier for you to find the right match for your expertise. For example, if you're a personal finance expert, you might find calls for speakers for local financial literacy workshops or small regional conferences. As you gain more experience and build a portfolio of speaking engagements, you can gradually aim for those national or international events that offer higher honoraria. In terms of payment, expect that your first speaking gigs might only cover expenses or offer a small fee. Think in the range of $0 to $2,000. As you build credibility, fees can increase to between $2,000 and $10,000 for national and regional conferences, and premium speaking engagements can pay $10,000 to $50,000, or even more, depending on your niche and reputation. By starting with the smaller, accessible events and steadily building your speaking portfolio, you create a clear path to higher paying opportunities. And remember, every speaking gig, no matter the size, is a stepping stone to establishing your authority and growing your income. Moving on from skill monetization to peer-to-peer lending. This opportunity very much depends on local regulations of your country, especially if you are in Europe. But here's a general idea. With platforms like Lending Club, you can spread a $10,000 investment across hundreds of small loans. This diversification minimizes risk, and even a modest default rate won't stop you from earning a reliable stream of interest income. It's all about using small amounts strategically to build steady cash flow. Finally, let's explore real estate crowdfunding. You've already heard about Fundrise, where you can start with as little as $500. But why is that such a game changer? Well, Fundrise lets you invest in real estate projects without needing a huge upfront sum, giving you exposure to a market that might otherwise be out of reach. For our US viewers, Fundrise is a popular and trusted option with low minimum investments and a user-friendly platform. But what if you're watching from Europe or Asia? Don't worry, you have options too. In Europe, there are platforms like Housers and Estate Guru. These platforms operate under local financial regulations and let you invest in property projects across your region. And for those in Asia, you might find regional platforms. Just be sure to check for reputable, regulated options in your country. In short, the idea is the same. Start small. Research the crowdfunding platform that best fits your local market. And remember that even a modest investment of $500 can be your first step toward building a diversified real estate portfolio. It's all about using the resources available to you to start growing your income streams, regardless of where you live. So, what does this all mean? Instead of scrimping on your favorite latte, you can build a system that not only covers those expenses, but also sets you on a path to financial freedom. Every strategy here is designed to transform small investments into big gains. Ready to take action? Here's a simple month-by-month plan based on what we've covered so far. Month 1. Open a Fundrise or similar account with $500, as we talked earlier. Month 2. Launch your first outsourced service on Upwork. Month 3. Begin your dividend portfolio by purchasing one solid stock. Month 4. Outline your first hyper-niche digital course and explore other ways of skill monetization that we covered. Each step builds on the last, creating a robust system where your spending becomes a choice, not a constraint. Remember, financial freedom isn't about deprivation. It's about creating income that empowers you to live life on your terms. If you're ready to build income streams that let you enjoy every latte without guilt, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment on which strategy you're excited to try, and share this video with a friend who needs a fresh perspective on wealth. Thanks for watching, and here's to a future where your money works as hard as you do.